It has come to my attention that there is a problem with the animal shelter in Mount Vernon. I understand that the problem is vendors have not been paid, specifically referring to Manchester Veterinary Hospital. I have seen information online that states only non-emergency vet care with payment up front is performed. Is this true? And if it is true, what happens in an emergency? Does this non-payment of bills result in animals in emergencies being put to sleep unnecessarily? I do not know, but it is something hopefully that can be looked into. Why is the bill not being paid? I have heard many reasons, but no one truth has been provided. Can this city council provide clarity on the process on how bills are paid related to vendors receiving payment? Can this council provide clarity on if there has been money in the budget for this type of activity? It is my understanding that several people who are non-political, aside from being mindful citizens, called the comptroller's office, and they reported back having an unpleasant experience that did not provide answers. Instead of finding out where we go from here to resolve the issue, they reported that only fingers were pointed. If the comptroller and the mayor disagree, what powers does the city council have and are willing to use to bring these elected leaders to the table or even subpoena their appearance and hopefully their cooperation? We need answers to simple questions. While there might be a desire to add many issues to the table to look into, can this council do anything to get answers that are on the record to address why this vendor has not been paid? And if no answer is given, what are the steps this council is prepared to take in order to stop simple inaction that hurts our community? Vendors should be paid when there is no issue with the vendor, and many people want to know why this deserving vendor is being treated in such a way. What will be done by this city council, and I'd like to say thank you in advance for your answers, and I'm also aware that some council people, the mayor, and the comptroller in some capacity immediately responded, but even though there's been immediate responses, there's been no resolution to this issue that does affect lives, even if they're not human. And I just hope that we can come together on this one issue so that this deserving vendor can be paid, and then we can worry about other vendors. We do got to do them one at a time and look into them one at a time. But I do believe that this is an easy problem that has an easy solution, and I hope that the city council can provide it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's really not that much to say. I mean, we're in mind. Mr. Ferreira, thank you for coming. We appreciate all your good work. I looked at your paperwork briefly. Looks like everything's in place for me. I can't answer as to why the controller isn't moving forward with the change. We've heard this problem before. I feel for you. I just don't know what the council can do at this time. But thank you for bringing it to our attention. Mr. Pessin, pretty much the same thing. I understand what you're saying. I wish there was a simple solution, and I wish it was an isolated solution that we could just fix. But it seems like it's a high and heavy task to get something paid via the controller's office. So kind of the same issue. And with that, there's really nothing else I think we can do.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, for those that are staying, not just speaking, but also those that are here present. Jimmy Pessin, thank you for doing what you do and sharing this with as many as we can on Facebook, so thank you for that. Jamie Pessin, thank you for coming and expressing your concerns regarding the animal shelter. That's just one example of many more vendors are not being paid, and it's impacting the city's ability to provide services. I know that Council President Wallace has spoken with
Thank you. Councilwoman Copeland.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you all for who stayed. Let me start with the animal shelter, because like you said, so historically, the funding for I believe the animal shelter is under the police department. So a lot of the funding for the animals that are served there is done through there. There are two positions there. I think it's a director and a deputy director. One is, if I'm not mistaken, one is an appointed position, one is, so not that that's relevant. But there's also a Friends of the Animal Shelter, who historically have raised money to support some of these initiatives that are not funded in the budget. But as far as taking care of the animals, my understanding was and is that was funded in the police department's budget. Now, I may be wrong about it this year, but historically that has been the case. So in terms of vouchers, I wish it should be easy. It seems like every person who's come, and even those that don't come to the council meeting and speak to us offline, there always seems to be a different way that you all can co-sign with me, a different way that things are processed. So what we do, we'll take it and we'll go and sit with the controller.
Councilwoman Ferguson.
Thank you. Mr. Pessin, I did actually hear from a few community members regarding the animal shelter, and I did some connection in email with the controller's office, and what my understanding is from the controller's office is that the bills have not been presented to her, particularly Petchester's bills. So my understanding is, and I spoke with the police department as well, is that the bills were submitted. They were apparently not submitted in the format that is preferred by this controller. They were returned to Petchester, and they need to be resubmitted. As I understand it, and I may be mistaken, but Petchester has not done that. They do not have the, the manpower right now to commit to redoing these vouchers so that they can be resubmitted. And what I was suggesting to some of the folks who reached out to me from the community is perhaps this is a way that they can help Petchester, is to volunteer their time there to help them, to see if they can help them to get their vouchers resubmitted. But that's my understanding of where we are, that the vouchers are not in the controller's office, they need to be resubmitted. And I understand that folks are maybe frustrated with the controller's approach to her job, but my perspective is this, that she is the controller. And if she says that she wants the vouchers submitted with 2 or 3 copies, then, and that's her preferred method, then that's what's going to have to be done, because that's her approach. And so we can criticize it, we don't have to like it, but if that's what she's requiring to get vouchers paid, then I say that we just do it. We can complain, we can argue, we can criticize, but we still need to do what the controller is requesting in order for her process to work. So that's how I see it. And so that's my understanding, sir, of what is happening, is that the vouchers need to be resubmitted from Petchester.
Mr. Ferreira, we did get a chance to speak earlier today. I'm glad you did come in to put everything on the record. We, at this time, still can't figure out why this is happening and what's the holdup. But I would definitely go down and speak to the controller and ask her tomorrow what is going on and why is the paperwork not being processed. And I had a question for you. Maybe you could answer it from there really quickly for me. So what position are you in right now?
Right now,
I just wasn't sure of that.
so I left parking as a parking meter worker, and you guys gave me the leave of absence, which I thank you. I've been in the position of sanitation foreman from December 10th until now. I'm still currently in the position.
And that's the position that you tested for?
Correct.
Actually.
Right.
And that's the position that she needs to, that went through and needs to be done.
There were
spent some time down there. I wanted to find out exactly why things weren't being done. I did request to look at the vouchers. I wanted to know when the vouchers came in. She said she had just got the vouchers maybe a week or so ahead of time. I checked the stamp. She was telling the truth on that because I saw the stamp. It was a week or a little bit more than a week. But there was a tremendous amount of bills there to be sending down at that time. So I can't really figure out whether the mayor is holding these and then sending them out late on purpose, or she's not processing. It's a tough thing, you know. The council is just in the middle of this particular predicament. However, when I did go through the bills, I did have a conversation with her, and she started processing them at that time. She did call her staff over, and we did go through it. So they were moving quickly to try to process as many of those bills that they can to make sure that they are paid. So the money is in the